On 21st May 2024, Toni Kroos announced his plans to retire after this year's Euros on social media, especially emphasizing on his wish to finish at the top and of Madrid being his last club.
This news caused quite a stir on social media, with farewell messages and fan messages flowing in from teammates both present and former and fans all around the globe. So what exactly is Toni Kroos? What sets him apart from the rest? And why is he never going to get the props he deserves? On achievement sides, Toni Kroos is a World Cup winner, a 6 times UCL winner, 4 times La Liga winner, a 3 times Bundesliga winner, with an additional 6 Club World Cups, 5 UEFA Super Cups, 4 Spanish Super Cups, 3 DFB Pokals, a German Super Cup, and finally a Copa del Rey medal to his name. But these are just not enough to understand what makes Kroos such an elite sports person and such an absolute legend of the game. Kroos means having a minimum of 92% of passing accuracy for 10 consecutive league seasons, and the same for 9 seasons for Real Madrid across all competitions. Kroos means once having gone 1300 minutes of playing football without misplacing a pass. But these are just stats, which can never show you the complete picture. But what stays around even after a player is gone is the notion of him in people's minds. For example, Kroos has just about 28 goals for Real Madrid in over 470 appearances. That's not a lot, right? But you know what's gonna stay around in people's mind? The notion that Kroos doesn't shoot to the net, but just passes the ball to the net. Don't believe this? Have a look at this first goal of Kroos for Real Madrid, assisted by none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. See how Kroos simply places the ball into the bottom right corner of the goal? Similarly, he's got about 17 goals for Germany in 108 caps. But what will be etched in people's memory books is his brace versus Brazil in 2014 World Cup semis, when Germany went on to lift the trophy, or his game-winning 1-2 free kick with Marco Reus versus Sweden in 2018 World Cup. It's ironic to think that these two individuals have played each other in their last games for their respective clubs in a UCL final on 2nd June, with Kroos ultimately winning the title, his 6th. And since we're talking about memories here, what's also going to stay around in people's minds is these two UCL final substitutions, one from 2017 when Kroos was taken off in the 89th minute for Alvaro Morata, with the team winning 3-1 over Juventus, and the second one from 2024 when Kroos was taken off in the 86th minute for Luka Modric, with the team winning 2-0 versus Dortmund. Just look at these two walks. The amount of aura that these two walks hold sums up what Toni Kroos is. You Toni Kroos, if you can get Zinedine Zidane to say this about yourself, that when I retire, I'll tell people that I coached Toni Kroos. And also, what Barcelona can do with 40 passes, Toni Kroos does with 1. You Toni Kroos, if you can get Casemiro to say this about yourself. If Toni wants the team to slow down, we slow down. If Toni wants us to go faster, we go faster. He decides everything. You're Toni Kroos, if when the admin of your team's social media handle posts a picture of you hitting a volley, you come out gallantly admitting that it went 10 meters above the goal. You're Toni Kroos, if during such high pressure and intense moments such as the halftime of a Champions League final on consecutive years, that is 2017 and 2018, you're sitting in the dressing room adjusting your hair with a hairdryer and then going on to win both the finals. You're Toni Kroos, if when Don Carlo comes into the dressing room before a Champions League final of 2022 and announces that they have postponed the game and now it starts at 9:30, you casually reply to it with, "We'll win it later, it doesn't matter." You're Toni Kroos, if when a random online user calls you overrated, you humorously reply to it with, "Yes, but don't tell anybody," indicating how underappreciated and underrated you have been throughout your career, despite being the mastermind and pulling the strings for your team on a regular basis. So why, despite all this, is Toni Kroos never going to get his deserved appreciation? Well, some people might argue that he is actually getting his deserved appreciation now, and that's only fair because he deserves that. But one has to wonder, what took it so long for Kroos to get this acknowledgement from the fans? Why is he getting it so late in his career, when he's already announced his retirement? Just think about it for a second. If Kroos hadn't had announced his retirement after this season, would we still be speaking so highly of him? Like he's getting Ballon d'Or shouts right now, right? And that's kind of justified because he's won the La Liga, he's won the UCL, and if Germany go on to win the Euros, then it makes a strong case for him. Imagine if Kroos wasn't to retire at the end of the season and had performed exactly the same way that he did, winning exactly the same titles, would he still be getting regarded as a Ballon d'Or contender? I don't think so. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve, but I'm just saying that he wouldn't be regarded as a Ballon d'Or contender if it were any other season besides this year.
So why is it that Kroos and the people like him get overlooked over the years?
Whose blame is it? Well, if you ask me, it's no one's blame actually. It's got a lot to do with the position that Toni Kroos plays in, the role that he plays in a team, and largely because of the way that the game is perceived nowadays with the increasing influence of the media, the memes, the trolls, the Insta reels, the YouTube videos like mine
that build a perception and create a hype about players in people's minds.
If you want to tell people what happened in a 90 minutes match, you cannot possibly show them the whole match, right? You have to show them the big moments or the snippets or the moments that made a direct impact on the scoreline. For example, the goals, the assists, the big chances created, and in some rare cases, a last-minute penalty save or a goal line clearance by a defender.
But these are not all that happen in a match, right? There's also the people that control the rhythm or set the tempo of the game by deciding when to slow down or fasten things, when to go for pressing or when to track back and help in defense, how to keep the possession of the ball and see the game away, or how to correctly release the wingers in time so that they aren't caught offside. And I know these are just their jobs, but so is scoring a goal or assisting one for the forwards. But while the scorers get all the hype for doing their jobs, the controllers of the game do not get the same. But it isn't anyone's fault actually, because as much as it is true that the scorers take away all the credit from the controllers of the game most of the times when they win or score, what also is true is that when the team doesn't perform or the players do not score, it is often the scorers that get all the criticism and not the controllers of the game. So it helps the controllers of the game
to go unnoticed and do their jobs without worrying themselves over the backlash from the fans as much as the forwards have to about producing the numbers, as they know that they are the ones that are going to be made the scapegoats if the team doesn't win. But that scenario is changing gradually, because on the flip side of social media putting the spotlight on forwards more than the players with somewhat defensive and controlling duties, there's a good thing to it as well, that along with the goal-scoring stat-obsessed people online who only think a player has performed if he has given good points on the fantasy leagues by providing an assist or scoring a goal, there's also a large group of people that actually watch the whole match and share their opinions online, sometimes praising and at other times shaming about the performance of players with other roles in a match than just scoring. So that way, social media is actually maintaining a balance between both. Now coming back to Toni Kroos, he'll be missed, man. And there's so many things about him that will be missed too. Be it his extremely successful trio with Modric and Casemiro that Carlo Ancelotti jokingly nicknamed the Bermuda Triangle, his association with Adidas 11 Pro, a long discontinued boot model that he has worn since its launch a decade ago and still continues to, making it almost synonymous with his name, or his calm and composed nature in moments of pure adrenaline rush.
So adios, Kroos. Gracias por todo. Thanks for all the memories and everything you have done for the sport.